Hello friends, in this session I'll be discussing one of the important dermatology topic, that is lichen planus. Lichen planus is a autoimmune disease. It is autoimmune disease. It has non-scaly itchy lesions. Non-scaly itchy lesions. Usually it is present in flexures. It has flexural distribution. It can be associated with HCV or HBV. It usually heals with hyperpigmentation. Lichen planus is an autoimmune disease. It has usually non-scaly itchy lesions. It has flexural distribution and it can be associated with hepatitis C and hepatitis B virus. Now we will study about histopathology of lichen planus. There are few important histology features of lichen planus. First one is hyperkeratosis. What is this hyperkeratosis? I have explained about this in previous video. Second one is hypergranulosis. Hyperkeratosis means there is increase or thickened stratum corneum. This is stratum corneum. Hypergranulosis means there is thickened stratum granulosum. Third one is there is band of lymphocytes at DEJ, that is dermoepidermal junction. Band of lymphocytes at DEJ. And there are gaps in DEJ. This is called as Max Joseph space. And there is basal cell degeneration. There is basal cell degeneration. This is the most diagnostic clue of the lichen planus. There can be liquefactive degeneration at DEJ. There is liquefactive degeneration at dermoepidermal junction. There can be interface dermatitis. These are the important histopathological features of lichen planus. Next one is there is something called as 5P of lichen planus. These are the 5 characteristic features of the lesions of lichen planus. First P is lesion will be purple color and they are polygonal and it has papules and usually pruritic, that is itchy lesions, and these are plain topped lesions. These are the 5P of the lichen planus. Next we will study about the different types of lichen planus based on the location and based on characteristic features. First one is oral lichen planus. Most common form of oral lichen planus is white crisscross pattern. White crisscross pattern. This is most common form of oral lichen planus. It is also called as lacy or reticular pattern of the lichen planus. It does not have pre-malignant potential. There is no pre-malignant potential. But if ulcerative oral lichen planus is present, there is risk of oral cancer. If it is ulcerated, there is chance of oral cancer. This white crisscross pattern does not have pre-malignant potential. But if ulcerative oral lichen planus is present, there is risk of oral cancer. Next one is acute widespread lichen planus. There is sudden widespread eruptions on the skin. There is sudden widespread eruptions present on the skin. Next one is lichen planus pigmentosus. As name suggests, There is pigmented lesions mainly on sun exposed area. There is pigmented lesions. Usually these are asymptomatic, but for cosmetic purpose, patient will approach to doctor. Next one is lichen plana pilaris. So it is related to hair follicle. It is also known as pseudopelade. In this hair follicle, there is bulge. This bulge has stem cells of the hair. This bulge acts as antigen. So there is presence of T cells around the bulge, and this bulge will get hit by T cell, and there is destruction of the bulb, and there is permanent hair loss. So there is scarring, alopecia. In hair follicle there is bulge, and this bulge will act as antigen, and there are T cells present around the bulge, and bulge is hit by T cell, and there will be bulge destruction and permanent hair loss. It will lead to scarring, alopecia. What are the clinical features? There is perifollicular blue-gray macules. Blue-gray macules. And we can see footprint in snow appearance. This is seen in lichen plana pilaris. Next one is hypertrophic lichen planus. In this there is thick itchy plaques. It is mainly seen on lower limbs. Next one is actinic lichen planus. As name suggests, it means sun-induced lichen planus. Next one is drug-induced lichen planus. What are the drugs causing lichen planus? It can be due to anti-diabetics, anti-hypertensive, and it can be due to hypolipidemics. These lesions will be scaly. So what is the treatment for this lichen planus? Treatment depends on the extent of the disease. If it is localized, we need topical drugs, like we can give steroids, and we can prescribe tacrolimus. Drug of choice is steroid. If it is localized, we can give topical drugs. Whereas if it is generalized, we need systemic drugs. We can prescribe steroids, azathioprine, cyclosporin, acitretin, and we can give phototherapy. So friends, in this session I have discussed an important topic, that is lichen planus. If you like this video, please click like button and share this video to your friends, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos. Thank you.